Jet, you're so not ready for this, man. How the ending of Disney's Lilo and Stitch honors the meaning of ohana. For those that don't know, ohana means family. It's literally the whole point of the entire movie. Why did I read that as Obama? No, it's ohana. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. Alright. Memorial Day box office with 183 million, highest record for that weekend. Who cares? Original film ended with Nani, Lilo, and Stitch embracing their newfound family and living happily together. It's a straightforward ending for the movie, but that's not how the real world works. In the real world, we gotta not have family. What? Okay. In the new film, Lilo and Nani become orphans after their parents pass in a car accident. Nani instantly becomes the mother and a sister. She gave up university scholarship on the mainland to care for Lilo, as it was her kuleana, or responsibility, as Lilo's newfound guardian. Blah, 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 blah. Things go wrong, and she's basically forced to give Lilo up to the state because it was only a matter of time before the government took Lilo. Okay, man. Though the history of government taking away indigenous families cannot be ignored, they took the creative liberty in adding the character of Tutu, Lilo and Stitch's longtime neighbor and family friend, to ensure that didn't happen. So they added a character that doesn't even exist in the original. Okay. In Hawaiian culture, ohana doesn't have to mean just blood family, but also includes community and found family. Tutu has been there for many years, which brought authenticity to the story because the community of Hawaii would be there to support them. You're still missing the entire point of the movie, though, but okay. Yeah. While Nani had planned to relieve her guardianship of Lilo to the state at the behest of a social worker, Tutu offers to blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. It took a lot of convincing for the family, for Nani to finally accept. So they strong-armed her, basically. They're like, it's for the best, sweetie. While many feel it's disrespecting ohana, and the idea that nobody gets left behind or forgotten, Lilo is not getting left behind or forgotten. She has her family with her, including Stitch and Tutu, and their newfound family in Cobra Bubbles and Pleakley. Nani is only a portal blast away from seeing her little sister and plans on returning to be reunited physically as a family. Chat, this is such absolute fucking cope. Yo, smugglers, here to quickly interrupt your latest React viewing to tell you about this adorable SmugAlana Fire plushie. Kick it, point it, do whatever you want, but she goes away forever, ever, ever on June 24th, so grab yours while you can. It's just another example of writers thinking they know better than the original and ruining a classic because they have a stupid ego and feel like they need to leave their mark. Let me explain why this is so fucking stupid. First of all, nobody asked for this. The entire point of the story is family. The original ending was perfect. It's what everybody wanted. What was the point of the entire movie where a major overarching element or theme was Lilo and Nani bonding for literally the entire movie just for them to separate at the end, man? It defeats the entire purpose of the fucking movie. Retards like whoever wrote this stupid ass article are gonna come and be like, but she's a porno blast away. She's not really gone, guys. They're still really close, but in reality, everyone knows, and everybody with eyeballs knows that this is Nani, so that Nani can be a fucking girl boss. They shit on the movie to send the message that if you're a woman, having a career is more important than family. How many of you have heard of stories of women and men giving up everything to take care of their little sister or their little brother? Or their cousins? I've heard of many such cases. Yeah, it's in the orphanage with you, Lilo. I don't need you. The ending's actually paying a service to the phrase, as Nani herself doesn't get left behind in her life and her dreams. Oh my god. Hollywood. Yes, girl boss. Everything has to be about career and girl bossing. True, queen. Nani is a person whose aspirations shouldn't be forgotten or abandoned. Before Lilo became a responsibility, Nani had dreams of studying marine biology at the University of California. Of course you would! Which she got into a full ride before her parents died. Damn, it's her parents' fault too. She used to surf with her friends and a potential boyfriend, David. She gave it all up to be her sister's keeper. People often forget about the caretakers and the burnout that they suffer, as well as the sacrifices they make. What are you talking about, though? Hold on, I remember very distinctly in the movie she didn't really have to do that either. Like, it was hard, but she didn't just give up her potential boyfriend. Like, you're acting like nobody else experiences this type of shit. The film also makes it a point that Nani never made Lilo feel small about it either. She never resented Lilo or purposely made Lilo feel like a burden. They would scream at each other like siblings do, but it make up in the end. With Nani telling Lilo that she loves her. Nani was an excellent sister and doing what's best. And an unexpected mother. Nani isn't the villain in the story and shouldn't be one because she's given a chance to live her dream. Nobody's saying she's a villain. It's just a weird self-insert for you to say, yes, girl bossing is important. As for Stitch, he was the needle and thread bringing the community together for both Lilo and Nani. If there was no Stitch, Lilo would have remained a lonely girl, Nani silently suffering from her massive responsibilities. With Stitch's arrival, he brought joy to Lilo, and vice versa, became the catalyst of having community come together to help Lilo and Nani for their predicament. Nani realizes she does need help and finally accepts it. Lilo and Stitch may not be the childhood nostalgic ending that we remember, but it's realistic, minus the aliens' portrayal of what ohana really means. It's so distasteful. I know, it's so weird, and like, no, we're keeping it true to the original. Chad, the reason this gets on my nerves so much is because they literally had to create new characters that were never in the original. The tutu whatever? That tutu person that ends up taking Lilo so Nani can go girl boss in California and get a degree so she can be a strong, independent woman. That was not in the original story. She was added for the specific purpose so that Nani could go be a girl boss in California. I need to circle back around to this. Nobody asked for this shit. This was a creative decision, man. Because I promise you, the writers are woke retards, and the fact that the original might even make people think that Nani is being, quote-unquote, more trad by taking care of Lilo is completely unacceptable. No, we can't have that. Nani needs to girl boss and pursue her dreams. It's the most disingenuous garbage to make the argument that this is fine. Do not let these retards gaslight you into believing that this is just a little little creative change, you guys. No, they're trying to send a fucking message. And that message is being strong, independent woman is more important than family. No. Yeah, family sucks. Yeah. No, family's not important. And I love the line. I love the line. Lilo is not being forgotten or left behind. She has her family with her. Or whatever it was. Did it not occur to these brain dead motherfuckers, these stupid writers, that sacrifice is part of the story? Like, brother, Nani sacrificed what she had going on in her life to take care of Lilo. Because they bonded over the course of the entire film. That's the fucking point. The point being is that family is really, really important, and it should be treasured. You act like this doesn't happen in real life. But no, that's just not good enough, chat. The writers want their cake and to eat it too. No. Nani has to sacrifice nothing for the family. Remember, she's just a portal blast away from Lilo. See? No sacrifice needed. No depth, no difficulty and circumstances. It's actually disgusting, honestly. And I hate that people like this try to gaslight you into believing there was no other purpose to this other than, like, girl bossing. There's no nuance to it whatsoever. Can't she just go to college online nowadays? No, that's just too easy. You need to have her girl boss. Family's just holding her back. Yeah, and the framing of this whole thing being like, well, before this all happened, her family died and she had a scholarship and then boom. It's so disrespectful to the dead parents, too. Like, imagine if you said that sent this to someone in real life, like a woman who's like 20-something. She loses her family, both her parents, in a car crash, and she has to take care of her kids and being like, well, actually, you should, like, you know, girl boss. The article says the change to the movie is more realistic than the original while acting like online college doesn't exist. Yeah, whatever happened to, like, maybe I should still take care of my beloved sister that I love so very much. I could definitely take longer in taking, what is it called? I could take online courses to make the college longer. And then I'd be able to, like, you know, take care of the kid. By the way, the degree she's going to is offered in Hawaii that has the best school for marine biology in America and has financial aid for locals. Wait, so they didn't even do their research. They didn't even do their research. They didn't think of, like, maybe we should, like, you know, have her still go to school. Yes, they wanted the whole girl boss ending. No, you have to go to California. Disney not doing research, say it ain't so. Yeah, wow. Realistic is a movie about a blue koala alien playing as Elvis. I know, I just love this, like, but it's a realistic, minus the aliens. Like, that's the whole fucking point! That's how you know this is fake, that someone from Hawaii would willingly go to California. That's actually the crime against humanity this is the whole crime against humanity this whole film, like, actually highlights on. You would rather live in California and go to school there without your family than to live in Hawaii as a native.
And they decided to change the main antagonist.
I bet. I don't know, I don't want to see it, but I imagine it just blows ass. Why would they change anything? I understand small changes. Like, I don't hate small changes to, like, realistic movies or live action or whatever it's called, but, like, come on, man. I'll stick to the original. I know, I'm gonna see clips and it's gonna piss me off. I've already seen a few, but it just looks like slop to me. They removed Gonto. Yeah, why did they remove, like, the big guy? He was funny. They took Jumbo's arc, made him a total villain, and removed Gonto. But that's the whole point of Jumbo. It's like, he's like an evil scientist, and he's like bordering on the morality of like doing what's right and what he thinks is right, and seeing what happens with Lilo and Stitch and what happens on Earth. I thought that was like the whole point. Yeah. I can't wait for this to flop and somehow get a dumb sequel that abandons both Lilo and Stitch and just follows Nani in California. That would be strong. Yeah. Oh, I didn't have music playing this whole time. I didn't have music playing this whole time, man. Oopsies. Damn, garbage truck, you kind of loud. Jesus. Damn, boy, you loud. Who's excited for Moana with The Rock next year? I'm not, man. I just want them to leave shit alone. Yeah, that garbage truck was thick. Yeah, he's fucking loud. Where is he? Yeah, he's loud as fuck. Anyway, it's gonna suck so hard. I am so sick of them taking live action, not live action, taking classics and then just ruining them with these stupid live action ideas that nobody asked for. Like, okay, you're adapting shit. I understand. You gotta milk your money. Everybody's doing it, but why? What's the purpose? How long until live action Frozen? Oh, I bet you it's soon, chat. Hollywood is creatively bankrupt, so they just remake old movies with Karen writers. I genuinely think Hollywood was in its last, like, throes, probably by 2010. I think that was the last time they had any sort of creative, like, ideas that popped out that were, like, actually good. I don't even think Frozen was a fucking good movie. I think Moana was, like, pretty good. But at the end of the day, I thought that it had, like, the semblance of, like, we gotta girl boss everything up a lot. Yeah, Moana was better. I liked it, but I did have an inkling that it was a little bit fucking girl bossy. Yeah, they're gonna do a Frozen live action. They gotta. The new generation must be indoctrinated once more. They'll stop once people stop seeing them. They're not going to! They're not going to! That's the worst part! Oh, it's not gonna stop, chat. Oh, yeah.